that's liable to leave a scar. Ha! Ha-ha!
Sometimes when looking for something new to try in modules or RPGs, it's nice to stumble across simplicity. The title, The Hermit's Chalice, invokes those feelings right away. It makes me wonder, what kind of chalice would a hermit want in a world of Dungeons and Dragons? Who is this hermit? These type of questions draw me into wanting to play the module to find out. While what I discovered was far from diving into theological discoveries and convoluted metaphors, it did strike at heart the core of what is fun to discover in RPGs. The setting. The Hermit's Chalice, a final version which I'll leave a link for, was originally designed as a very short 15-minute tutorial on a Neverwinter Nights design challenge, with the thought that someone could expand upon this if they wanted, with several entries of minor mod variants created some years back. But this also led to the creator Angry Yard Gnome to do such a thing, except with a bigger vision in mind, expanding upon the original 15 minutes into something closer to 4 to 6 hours of content. And this is a review for that Neverwinter Nights 2 edition. Set in the Forgotten Realms, this module begins with a level 1 character. As noted by the creator, it is useful picking up some of the ability in search, and though not mentioned, I think it's great to pick up 1 point and disarm traps and pick locks. By the end of the module, the character should be able to reach about level 5. Traps and locks are actually plenty, roleplay is non-existent, and loot is plenty, and gold is adequate as well. But before we dive too far down this rabbit hole, remember to like and subscribe for more content. Let's go ahead and dive in. The Hermit's Chalice begins when our fresh level 1 character stumbles upon a farm after being lost and low on supplies for several days. The farmer introduces himself to us and offers a place to rest if we do a task for him. It's pretty simple. Go kill some wolves in the woods north of the farm. Before leaving, we are introduced to the daughter and discover that the farmer's wife has gone missing and presumed dead. The daughter helps supply us with potions for combating the wolves and sends us on our way. At some point in searching for the wolves, we encounter a goblin scout and learn that something more sinister is brewing with the evil denizens in the forest. They are forming some kind of alliance, and this could mean peril for the local farmer in the surrounding countryside. But it isn't until we are sent back out from the farm to find a hermit that we begin our quest to find the chalice and force our hand deeper into this mysterious alliance forming with the lizard folk nearby. As far as the story is concerned, it's actually pretty standard fare, with good use of integrating local Forgotten Realms lore into a way that feels natural to what is going on. But the story isn't the catch to playing this module, it's a certain feel. While I won't lie, the first part almost made me want to stop playing it, just because you had to scout this large map several times before finding and triggering all 6 wolf encounters on the first quest. Not to mention there's also a fair bit of heavy backtracking taking place on the map selections, with interesting pathing choices included. That's okay, because something magical happens along the way. Immersion in world environment. One particular great area of note is the swamp, with twisting paths and confusing layouts. Exploring this area fully was really enjoyable. Also, I liked the little as possible hand holding provided in this module. Tackling obstacles or understanding what to do next wasn't always outlined. It would become easy to get ass backwards and go about it entirely wrong, and this was great, but it does come with a cost. When I mentioned earlier that the search is imperative, it's all down to how the traps are laid. Now, I didn't try it, but I imagine a rogue would have an easy mode on this model design. Other classes, and I'm sure they will experience some high damage trap deaths. Not to mention having a high lore score would actually come in handy as well with Identify, unless you're a caster. There are several pieces of gear that I had to wait quite a while to discover what they were and how useful they could be. That being said, the encounters weren't overly difficult. There were a few nasty surprises here and there, but for the most part, all encounters seemed pretty non-problematic, especially when you start picking up companions. As far as the musical score is concerned, I suggest actually to turn off music entirely and play your favorite soundtrack mixed with the ambience, because there's no music overlays in this module except for battle encounters, which is a little bit of a shame, as a good selection here would have helped to enrich it to play through. At the end of the day, my little rabbit hole of discovery for Hermit's Chalice led me down this immersive experience, and also an interesting tale to be told in the process of what the Hermit's Chalice was all about. I definitely think that this is an interesting module. I don't think it's going to be for everybody, but that's my review of it. I hope you enjoyed it. That's going to be it. I'm going to go ahead and call it a wrap. Have a great day gaming. Later.